I want my fucking money, Ken Griffin.
Griffin, I want my fucking money. Yo, motherfucker. Holy shit, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Damn it, we're gonna be so fucking rich.
Oh shit,
Good
it's
morning.
subtitled.
Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. How the hell are you? Yes, we have subtitles now, so I'm hoping that the closed captions help some people. I've heard some deaf apes let me know that they wanted to be able to watch closed captionings, so we are on normal latency. Some of the messages may come in a little bit delayed. My apologies for that, but I think it's well worth it.
Oh, great.
Welcome to Boss Blunt's Think Tank. I'm the Butcher of Wall Street, Boss Blunt's Marcel Kalinovic. These gentlemen here, these fine gentlemen, are Cash Money, Martin, and Zumbach, and the rest of the think tank, as well as Sigma. We're being absolute fucking degenerates. We are spending massive amounts of money on our favorite fucking meme stocks, precious metals, and all sorts of other stocks. I have COVID. I felt like shit a couple days ago. Felt great yesterday. God, I'm glad I didn't get the fucking vax. A little bit of marijuana does a body good. And maybe a little ivermectin, but I didn't even need that. Let's fucking go, baby. Ken Griffin, I want my fucking money. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this can be the fastest fucking stream I've ever done. Look at my screen. What do you see here? Pink sheet, OTC bullshit, not tradable, not opening trades, not eligible for continuous net settlement. Every fucking thing here on the top gainers. PPCB, USAK, all fractional penny bullshit with the exception of USA Truck here. The rest of it that you'll see like TBLT, USA Truck, everything that's not OTC crap happens to be short squeezes. Meme, stock, short squeeze, covering rally is what you're seeing on the fucking markets. Proof? The fucking SPY was going no bid yesterday. Thanks to Martin here, he happened to pull up the SPY within a 73 volume candle. Yes, that's a toy. Give it back to her, please, and close my door. Thank you very much, sweetie. The SPY went no bid from $378 all the way down to $372 in a 1 fucking minute candle. Popped right back up by the plunge protection team, or volume and algorithmic traders. Happened again moments later, down to $375 and back. Yesterday, we had 99 counterparties take $2.285 trillion in reverse repo. That is almost every single day we've had an all-time high since the June 3rd, 2022 executive order implemented by Biden, 13959 as amended. The executive order made it so that the People's Republic of China, Chinese military industrial complex companies are no longer tradable within companies here in the United States, but can be held to an extent. Regardless, ever since then, we've seen higher cost of borrows on all fucking meme stocks across the board. We've seen almost a new all-time high on the reverse repurchase program every single day since June 3rd, 2022. And that was not the case prior. It was increasing and decreasing, but slowly upticking. Now it is a mad dash towards the top here with the RRP. Today, we had a little bit of a reduction in the RRP. It was down to about $2.19 trillion. But that shows that the liquidity that these banks were holding on for the Federal Reserve stress test yesterday has gone right back in to pump the fucking markets. This whole pump right now, this whole pump on the SPY is fake. Majority of it is due to OTC and pink sheet and meme stock covering rallies and pumping the bond market, pumping Bitcoin in order to put some of the liquidity that they were holding for the Fed stress test back into the fucking markets. Plain and simple. This is the Honorable Jerome H. Powell. It's not our intention to put the U.S. economy into recession, but it's the only fucking way that they're going to do it. It's the only thing they're going to do if they don't put the entire stock market into a crash, which is an inevitability here as well. We have had a higher RRP almost every single day. AMC and GameStop, BBIG, cost of borrows have been increasing steadily almost every single day since June 3rd, 2022. This was not the case until June 3rd, 2022. Executive order. By executive order of the President of the United States and the President of China, Cash, what the fuck are we going to be?
So goddamn rich.
So motherfucking filthy rich. Or I'm going to die buying. A little prayer. Lord, we knew this would be a hard-fought battle of will and patience. Thank you for your continued blessings as we wade through the excrement that manipulates financial markets and fight naked shorts, unreported shorts, rehypothecations, synthetic share creation, shorts marked as long, swaps being abused, and deliver us from evil hedge fucks. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctu. Amen.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, man. Without question. By the way, if you're not aware, more than 8 million Americans are late on their rent. That's 15% of tenants. 15% of U.S. renters are behind on their fucking rent. What do you think the landlords are going to feel when they still have to keep paying those mortgages? Mortgage-backed securities are going in the garbage. Commercial mortgage-backed securities are complete garbage as well. And credit default swaps are going through the fucking roof because that's their hedge. MMAT has been massively shorted today to the point where institutional cost to borrow has increased to over 262% max. The average is over 186%. Short interest changed minimally, which doesn't really mean anything since we know it's all self-reported data to the exchanges, of which Ortex only calculates 85% of the data received from exchanges. We are the fucking whale. We are retail. Plain and fucking simple. There are 3 lenders that hold MMAT stock right now, and there's a whopping 599 shares available with a current fee rate of almost 73% to retail. Garbage. And, well, this is what MMAT usually looks like. This is what it looked like today under massive shorting. The implied volatility shot up to 130%. The average daily volume is 4.31 million. I took this screenshot over an hour ago, and we still have a half hour to close, and the average volume at the time was 10.7 million. I'm not concerned about MMAT in the slightest. The price drop and dilution is nothing but FUD or misunderstanding as to the way that markets work. There's a very good possibility that the issuance of these shares, these 37 million shares of MMAT and 37 million warrants, the 37 million share issuance is possible, is going to be issued at $1.35, and the warrants are executable at $1.75. If the warrants are executable, are exercisable at $1.75, this obviously means that they expect the price of MMAT to go much higher. Therefore, they'll be able to get a good deal on their $1.75 execution of warrants. I think this is very bullish because when lots of shares come on the market, there's often lots of institutional and retail buying, which leads to fear of missing out, increases of pricing, possible delta hedging, possible gamma. I think it's a beautiful thing that just most people don't understand it yet, especially if that happens and then MMMTLP dividend gets hashed out, which is not supposed to be trading. I'm sorry if you own MMTLP. I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. But I think you should look a little bit deeper into MMTLP as it's technically a gray market and should have never been traded. MMAT, on the other hand, when this whole dividend does pan out, is likely to be a $20 stock, even without a short squeeze. So Lord help these short fucks, these short hedge fucks over here with a cost to borrow max of 262%. To prove my point, here's a chart proving that this is the second ever largest week of shorting in the fucking history of the New York Stock Exchange.
Cue the fire.
In dollar
Not
terms.
looking good.
Johnny Bravo said, cue the fucking fire. In dollar terms, this week's shorting activity was the second largest ever on record, only behind June 12th, of 2008. What happened in 2008, ladies and gentlemen?
Kablooey.
For perspective, 9 of the 10 largest stock shorting weeks in Goldman's record occurred in 2008, and we blew 9 of them out of the fucking water already.
Let's fucking go.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. You see up here? That's shorts covering. You see down here? That's short selling. Second largest week ever. That's why, friends, why you see things like this. Bunch of OTC bullshit over here being bought up, but then you've got actual stocks like, let's take a look here and see what MMAT's looking like. You know, shorted down about 31% on the day. 38%, excuse me. As well as what? Central, formerly known as Naked Brand, down 6.78 on a 2.6% gain on the market. BBIG down 6.5%, although it's a 2.6% increase on the market. For those of you that are unaware, BBIG dividend is going to be issued on June 29th. BBIG dividend is coming out June fucking 29th. Check this shit out. BBIG current short interest 20%.
Into the Russell as well.
And they're going into the Russell 3000. BBIG cost to borrow max is over 357%. Average 339%. Minimum 299 fucking percent. Look at the FTD volume on BBIG is fucking massive. 5 million, 5.2 million, 5.8 million, 3.8 million, 2.2 million. Failures to deliver on BBIG. And the T35 dates, well, my friend, those are just starting to arrive. And they're still getting shorted into the ground. As proven to you by the fact that this is the second largest ever week of shorting history on the goddamn New York Stock Exchange. Pardon my French if you're Catholic. So was I at one point. But it doesn't mean shit at the end of the day. What, brother?
Revlon just went up 22%.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Our fucking heavily shorted, 800% cost to borrow. Revlon is up 21% out of nowhere after being fucking in the negative today. 0 fucking shares left to borrow. Current fee rate for retail, 982 motherfucking percent. That's what I'm fucking talking about. We're going to the goddamn moon, baby.
And the worst spot market ever. No funds.
God, I can't wait till we get rich as fuck off TBT, the VIX, the SPY puts, Revlon, MMAT, Sundial, all these other meme stock, AMC and GameStop. Woo! It's going to be great, baby. And the sad thing is most people don't understand half the fucking shit I'm saying. Nobody is fucking taking the time to actually look into this shit. People are going to be pleasantly surprised with what happens to MMAT and MMTLP in the coming future. In the coming days, I believe. Check this out. I'm not... but wait, that's not all.
Oh, wait, there's more.
That's right. Here's the latest Ortex data for BBIG. Over the last 7 days, Ortex estimated short interest increased 7%. Shares on loan is up to 53.4 million. Days to cover is up 8.34%. Cost to borrow is up 18.68% to 148.83 on average as of the last 7-day average. And utilization remains at 100%. 100%. For those of you that are unaware, I'm just going to drop this one real quick. Biden can't even enter a room, make a comment, ask a question, and leave without needing notes. This man is unfit and incompetent to be president. He should be in a home getting proper help. As well, prepare for war, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S. Army has kicked out unvaccinated military personnel. So now 18-year-olds with no high school diploma can easily, if you're shipping out this year, can still become military personnel. Why is this important? Well, because President Xi Jinping issued an executive order from China stating literally that they're going to play their own war games. And they're not going to call it war. They're going to pull Russia and Ukraine.
special operations.
Ooh, baby, I love special operations. And by the way, in case everyone's aware here of the Maxine Waters documentation, 138-page document that has been released. Dave Lauer did a great job covering it, so I'm not going to cover it. Fuck Robinhood, fuck Webull. All these pricks need to have their broker-dealers' licenses removed. I look forward to when my own broker-dealer is competing with these assholes and not using payment for order flow and making them look fucking terrible. It's only a matter of short time, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a lot more to share with you, but I can't actually share those details just yet. Anyways, moving on. Swaps, total equity return swaps, are the number one way to hide short positions. That's why I always tell you guys, ISDA is the fucking devil. Plain and simple. Margin calls are inevitable. The short interest is being held in married puts, divorced puts, rehypothecations, and total equity return swaps. Plain and simple.
Our bosses are listening.
Listen
Mute
up.
the volume. How does a firm amass?
Listen
I'm going to say
up.
something that our management won't like. So if any of our bosses are listening, mute the volume.
This is over. I'm done talking after this. Listen to this motherfucker or get the fuck off my channel.
How does a firm amass such big positions synthetically? And I'll give you an extra order of tater tots if you throw in contracts for difference and or total return swaps into your answer.
Yeah.
Every quarter we talk about these 13 Fs. We call it whale watching. We look at, the big funds, SEC filings on what they hold. I'm not saying they're not worth looking at, but here's the reality of the modern Wall Street. A lot of those positions might be fake positions or dummy positions to mask trades that are exactly the opposite, i.e., you own some of the actual equity, but you are synthetically short, or what I mentioned earlier, contracts for differences, which are swaps, ways to bet against things synthetically. You don't own anything. You're betting on a move. You can be paid up front. By the way, those are illegal in the United States.
Yeah. It's not something that hedge funds are new to. They have had to file 13Fs for, I think, decades at this point. And so they've figured out what happens when you disclose a certain type of position, a certain size of position. People catch on to it.
Well, when I was at CNBC, they taught us not to overcomplicate things on the air. So I'll just say this whole situation to me is like a string of "are you effing kidding me?" What got Melvin Capital into trouble, I guess, is that they had to report ownership of put options, which effectively told the market we're massively short these stocks.
What does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Exactly what we've been telling you all along, directly from CNBC. And they know it's a big fucking problem. Swaps are 100% the main way that these fucking assholes are hiding their short positions. Broker-dealers, hedge funds, market makers, prime brokers, they're all using swaps in order to hide their short positions.
Well.
Surprise, surprise, right?
Yeah, it's funny that the things you and Bigums has been talking about for 8 months are now getting out on the mainstream.
Yep. One more thing. Here's Mike Rounds tearing a new fucking asshole into Jerome Powell.
If we're not going to include some of those, what I think earlier we thought would be transitory in nature portions of inflation, they have proven not to be transitory. In fact, South Dakotans are now paying $682 more per month on goods and services than they were when President Biden took office due to inflation. The administration is...
We mentioned to you guys in January that Americans were now paying $590 more per month than we were for the same things a few quarters ago. Now it's $682. What do you think this is? Hyperinflation is just getting started.
claiming the Federal Reserve can fix our inflation problem. But as you've just indicated, you focus on core, and your tools might very well work on core, but not on those really heavy drivers to inflation that South Dakotans are seeing like the rest of the country. See, Mr. Chairman, what I believe is going to happen here, and I just share this, clearly you are aware that you're going to be the person that takes the fall if inflation is not brought under control. And this administration is going to point to you and to the Federal Reserve saying you have the tools to fix inflation and you're not doing your job. When in essence, the portion of inflation which Americans are feeling today may not just be the core inflation that some of your tools do, but the total cost of inflation that my citizens in South Dakota feel to the tune of, well, $682 more per month in living expenses than what they were when this administration took office.
Absolutely, absolutely insane. We are not the cause of the problem. We are the solution. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the issues at hand here. You know about the naked shorts, and you've heard about the synthetics. I've showed you the married puts and the divorced puts on this channel. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch some stuff I did even in December of last year, and you'll see a lot of that. So I'm not going to get into that. But the fact of the matter is that myself, and I know a lot of other people that just continue to buy more. I continue to buy more shares. I continue to buy more calls. Why? Because calls give me leverage, and they cause gamma during margin call situations. At some point, you know, the DTC was able to give a little break to Robinhood and Webull to prevent a $9.7 billion margin call. At some point, this whole dam is going to break. It's leaking. Meme stocks everywhere are leaking, and this fucking dam is falling apart. Whether it be Redbox, Revlon, PBTS, AERC, you name it. Little by little, stocks are fucking breaking out. Biora Therapeutics is up to 16.76% now. Revlon, 16%. And so on. This is going to keep happening repeatedly up until all of a sudden one day, bond markets, equities markets, and meme stocks all go absolutely fucking crazy. Some are going to go down, and the others are going to the dark side of the fucking moon. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I do have COVID. So does my whole family. I got it last, and I feel fucking great. I was feeling like shit for 24 hours. I feel absolutely fantastic now. That being said, Ken Griffin, I want my motherfucking money, you piece of shit. Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell, get the fucking money printer out. Peace out, everybody. I wish you peace and wealth.
Motherfucking burr.
Get the fuck out. All right, on that note, have a good day, everybody.
Cue the music.
Cue the fire.
Well, I'm going to say something that our management won't like. So if any of our bosses are listening,
yeah, you know.
Watch that one more time.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that hedge funds are new to. They have had to file 13Fs for, I think, decades at this point. And so they've figured out what happens when you disclose a certain type of position, a certain size of position. People catch on to it.
Well, when I was at CNBC, they taught us not to overcomplicate things on the air. So I'll just say this whole situation to me is like a string of "Are you effing kidding me?" What got Melvin Capital in
that our management won't like. So if any of our bosses are listening, mute the volume. How does a firm amass such big positions synthetically? And I'll give you an extra order of tater tots if you throw in contracts for difference and/or total return swaps into your answer.
Yeah.
Every quarter, we talk about these 13Fs. We call it whale watching. We look at, you know, the big funds, SEC filings on what they hold. I'm not saying they're not worth looking at, but here's the reality of the modern Wall Street. A lot of those positions might be fake positions or dummy positions to mask trades that are exactly the opposite, i.e., you own some of the actual equity, but you are synthetically short, or what I mentioned earlier, contracts for differences, which are swaps, ways to bet against things synthetically. You don't own anything. You're betting on a move. You can be paid up front. By the way, those are illegal in the United States.
You heard it here. Yet again. The majority of the shit they're doing is illegal. And they have no answers.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
it's not something that hedge funds are new to.
Yeah, you know, it's not something hedge funds are new to. Have a great day, everybody. We're gonna be so fucking rich. God damn, I can wait. I can wait as long as it takes, but damn, it's gonna feel good once it happens. See you in hell.
So goddamn filthy fucking rich.
Or die buying.